Okay, enough about all the science. Let's do the experiment. Are you ready? Cross your fingers. 3, 2, 1. When God created Earth and everything on Earth, we know we have identified at least 5 states of matter. That doesn't mean God hasn't created another one, but we've identified 5 of them, and there's 3 main states of matter. I have some liquid inside of my bag. My bag itself is a solid, and God created a combination of gases here on Earth with one very important gas, and that is called oxygen. How do we get oxygen? Well, we get oxygen from flowers and trees and plants through photosynthesis. We give them carbon dioxide gas. We get oxygen. That wasn't just coincidental. God created that so that we could have a fresh supply of oxygen here on Earth. So solid, liquid, gas, we identified those. Matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. It's everywhere. It's all around us. My bag here is made of small pieces. That's good news, because I'm going to jab pencils through my bag of water. What do you think might happen, Tom, if I jab pencils through my bag of water? Is it going to go everywhere?
I'm going to guess the water's going to spill out. That's where I'm going with that.
That's a good hypothesis. So kids, remember, before you do any science experiments, have an adult around, wear the appropriate safety gear, and make sure you don't eat or drink your science experiments. That's a good hypothesis, but good thing God made everything so that it's made of small pieces, because those small pieces will link up around my pencil. I'm going to get a little closer to the camera here and kind of show you what I'm talking about. You see my bag of water right there. What I'm going to do is push this pencil through, and look at that. Not magic, but science. Remember, God created science, and this is the reason why it's working. The smaller pieces that make up this bag basically holding hands together tightly around the pencil, and it's not leaking out. Now, I can get several more of those right here and put them through the bag of water, and we can do up to 4 without this leaking out everywhere. You'll notice right there a lot of patience, and it will work, and that's what this homeschooling is all about. Cool experiment. We have some time for 2 more?
Absolutely. I guess my hypothesis was wrong, but that's just part of the scientific method, I guess. So let's see what you got next.
Yeah, so if I do take the pencils out, though, it does leak out everywhere, all over the place, just like that. So while we're on the topic of water, might as well go to the next one. I have a vase. Basically, I took this from our living room, so that means I can't break this vase. It's filled full of water, but what I want to do is put more water on top of it, just like this, to where it's oozing out of the top. So do this over the kitchen or in the backyard, like I'm in the backyard. Let me get a little closer so you can really see what's going on here. So you'll notice the ping pong ball is on top right there. You'll notice that I have a bunch of water inside of this vase here. What I'm going to do is cross my fingers and turn this thing upside down. Do you think it's going to go everywhere? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. And look at that.
Oh, wow.
Again, not magic. God created the science that makes this work, and here's the simple science. We have air everywhere. Air is pushing harder on the ping pong ball than gravity is pulling down. You know, we have just the right amount of gravity here on Earth. That's how God created it. It wasn't a coincidence. God made it so we could live here on Earth. Gravity is just perfect, and it's pulling down here, but the air pushing against the ping pong ball is greater than gravity pulling down. Not to mention there was a little bit of suction that took place, especially around the edge where the ping pong ball and the vase meet, and that helps as well. But a cool experiment that's wowing, I'll go back up the other direction, and then I'll remove the ping pong ball to show you I didn't super glue it on when you were not looking. See there? Pretty cool. All of this is science, something that God made. Okay, one more. I have my pie pan, I have my toilet paper tube, I have an egg, and I have a vase full of water. What I'm going to do is apply a force. A force is a push or a pull. A force is a push or a pull. You know, it's important that we always follow God's way. Sometimes we get in a hurry, we bypass God, and it doesn't work out. It's very important for us to understand that God's way is the best way. You know, you may be praying about something all day long for many, many years, and it's not happening. It may not be the fact that you're doing something wrong. It could just be that it's not God's time. That's key. That's important. The timing has to be right for this as well. I'm going to apply a force, so no matter how hard you try to force it, it's not going to happen until God wants it to happen. In this case, we're going to apply a force. The toilet paper tube and the egg, well, the egg should stay right there because of inertia, but the toilet paper tube and the pie pan should go in one direction. This will resist the change. We call that inertia, and gravity should pull it in. Okay, enough about all the science. Let's do the experiment. Are you ready? Cross your fingers. 3, 2, 1. And look at that. The egg went right inside of here. Isn't that amazing? Pretty cool. And it didn't crack and it didn't go everywhere, all over the place. So those are just 3 simple science experiments that you can try with the family. The Bible connection is there in a worksheet form at the website. There's some videos that go along as well, and it's all free for you and your family. Just remember, parents, keep it simple, okay? Use ingredients from around the house and understand that science doesn't always work the first time. Now, when God's doing experiments, his experiments are perfect, okay? But when we do experiments, sometimes they don't work always. So in other words, what I'm saying is that you and me were created in God's eyes, and we are, in God's eyes, the best thing ever.
Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. To see more videos like this, be sure to hit our subscribe button below and get all the latest content from TCT Ministries. We would love to pray alongside you for God's blessing in your life. Email your prayer request to prayer@tct.tv or click the link below and submit your request at tct.tv. God bless you, and thank you for watching.